Meet Shep, a former gold AD carry main stuck in silver who wants to climb again, playing the champions he loves and learn all the fundamentals that make up a great AD carry player along the way. Over the next few months, I'll be coaching him and helping him climb higher than he's ever climbed before. While we've both set the ultimate goal of Emerald, first we need to get him back to gold and then into platinum. These are my main focus areas. Unlike most League of Legends improvement videos you see on YouTube, I want this one to be a little bit different, a little more raw. I want to showcase the struggles and difficulties that come with climbing in solo queue, not just the massive improvements and the climbing. There will be great days and days where we will go negative LP, but what I want to try and do is document all the useful strategies, tips, learnings and failings myself and Shep make along the way in making him the best AD carry he can be. My goal for this series is to highlight to the average League of Legends player that improvement is always possible. It can be sometimes challenging, but if we focus on fundamentals, consistency and fun, at the end of the day, we will always be able to climb and improve as a player and become better than average. Hi, I'm Dylan from lolcoach.academy, and I specialize in helping players climb to diamond and higher for the first time playing the champions they love. I do this through a combination of easy to implement steps and strategies and actually listening to the players I coach rather than just telling them what to do because I said so. I hope you enjoy this video, and if you haven't already, please subscribe to my channel and give me a like to let me know if you want to see more of this kind of coaching content. Day 1, identifying the win condition. For all my new students, I always host a climbing strategy session. This varies in length from 30 to 60 minutes, but covers everything a player and myself need to know to build a roadmap and plan on how to reach their goal rank based on their current rank, budget, and time. It is also a great chance for players to ask questions about coaching, what it involves, and for me to also know what they expect from a coach. For players new to coaching or those who have had bad experiences with coaching in the past, this is an awesome opportunity to gain the assurance and confidence they need to make an informed decision about coaching. In this call, I also discovered that Shep had coaching previously, where the coach was simply telling him what to do in live game coaching sessions, so basically backseating, but never told him why or how to fix the problems he was having. Now, I've found this to be a very common experience with a lot of my new students. While it may seem obvious, this type of coaching is very common with a lot of inexperienced yet high elo coaches. To avoid this happening to you, make sure you can talk to the coach before committing to a payment, or look up their student coaching videos on their socials like YouTube and make sure their coaching style lines up with what you're looking for. Now, from the strategy session, I was able to distill 3 major issues that were currently holding Shep back from climbing. And for at least the next 6 weeks, these were going to be the major 3 things we worked on to ensure he wasn't overloaded with information or we were trying to fix too many things at once. While most players have more than 3 issues that are stopping them from climbing, in my experience, ranking all their issues in order of importance to fix based on how easy the issue is to fix, as well as how impactful it will be in terms of climbing and LP gains, helps me build a clear roadmap to success. A lot of the time, players are aware of the issues that are holding them back, but either don't know where to start in fixing them or which one to start with. This often causes frustration, tilt, and sudden knee-jerk strategy changes that involve switching champion pools and lanes, which simply just throws more chaos and more issues into the mix and doesn't actually help them climb. Now, on to the 3 major issues. Firstly, his laning phase. Using Mobalytics, I quickly identified that Shep was falling behind 223 gold on average in his ranked games during laning phase, so in the first 15 minutes. Without a strong laning phase, an AD carry struggles to get the gold and items they need to impact games. So, I quickly identified this as the first area we needed to work on for the next few weeks. Secondly, his champion pool. Shep didn't have a clear and well-defined champion pool. He was playing too many champions and was trying to learn too many things at once. This was causing information overload, rank regression, and frustration. There was also a misconception or a belief within him that Misfortune, the champion he had actually climbed to gold with, wasn't strong enough or good enough. I quickly dispelled this myth, telling him that there is a one trick for every single champion in Masters, meaning that we can climb if we want to with whatever champion in the correct role, whatever champion we want to climb with, as long as we enjoy them, can improve on them, and we're having fun. After talking together, we decided to go with 2 AD carries for the next 6 weeks. His Jinx and his Misfortune. Shep enjoys playing both these champs and was happy to commit to focusing on mastering them over the next 6 weeks with me. His win rate on these were also relatively healthy. Now, while we were just focusing on these for the first 6 weeks, we're most likely going to continue to play these champions all the way to Emerald. However, my 6-week goal was to raise his win rate across both champions to at least 55%. This will confirm to both of us that we have gotten his individual performance to be above the average elo he is currently playing in and would allow us to climb at a consistent pace. The final major issue I identified was his gameplay inconsistency. Currently, Shep was playing on only one account, which was causing him to lose a lot of LP when he wasn't feeling at his best or playing his most comfortable champions. Now, while it's completely fine and you can climb just playing with one account, for the majority of players, we like to mix it up sometimes, and sometimes we're just not having a good day. And when we're wanting to mix it up, or we're not having a good day, chances are we shouldn't be playing on our main account if our goal is to climb higher than we've ever climbed before. Now, while this issue itself is heavily linked to his champion pool issue, I wanted to make this a separate task to work on, as inconsistency I see as is one of the biggest factors that stops players climbing in ranked solo queue. So, my immediate action was to split his gameplay between 2 accounts, and I call this the 2-account ranked climbing strategy. This isn't new, I didn't make it up, but that's what I call it. So, we decided to use his Smurf as his climbing account, as it had a much better MMR and LP gain-loss ratio, and reserve his main or his previous main for playing when he was learning, trying out new champs, or not feeling the best. Implementing this strategy I've found usually increases players' LP gains over a split of 6 months by about 300 to 400 LP. However, I have sometimes had students gain upwards of 800 LP using this strategy, depending on game volume and pace of improvement. With a solid roadmap, 6-week plan, and mutual agreement in what we needed to accomplish, both Shep and I walked away excited from the initial strategy call, with 2 coaching sessions later that week booked. In the next video, I'll be going over our first 2 coaching sessions together, what we learned, what homework I gave Shep, and a drastic shift in our climbing strategy that I decided to make after watching his Jinx and Misfortune gameplay.